Hey guys, Roman Legends here, and I'm doing another Room to War online video for a battle that I had. On this video, I'm using the Julia Romans, and my opponent is GR Emperor in command of the Macedonians. As you can see, my army is made by some sort of 5 or 6 units of legionary cohorts, and one first cohort, legion first cohort. And I also have 2 archer auxilia and 2 light auxilia and 4 praetorian cav gold and 1 armored general's bodyguard. And he's got tons of royal pikemen and 2 units of Cretan archers and 4 companion cavalry. He's got here some more royal pikemen on behind to protect the flanks from strikes of cavalry. He's assuming defensive formation, and right here, as you can see, he put 2 units in loose formation to retrieve the Pillar Storm. And since he's making a defensive formation, I will advance, and I'm pulling back the light auxilia because I will start in the archer fire, the arrow fire, and my archer auxilia are pretty good, and they can handle the Cretan archers. So yeah, in ancient warfare, the armies usually started by skirmishing with each other. And here's an overview of my Roman legionaries, the 20th Legion of Rome. And I'm going to cut apart here. I moved forward. I just marched there. And in case you're wondering, this is a 31k battle, so all my guys are gold. These guys are gold too as well. In case I'm engaging these guys, and here's the general's armored bodyguard, gold. That's where my general is. It's obvious, and I'm gonna make what he wants. I'm going to start a Pillar Storm on those 2 units in loose formation. A reason is because I want him to stand ground and to continue his defensive formation, so I can do things in my way. And yeah, I engaged that first unit with my soldiers, and the second unit as well. And I'm going to move forward and send all the pillar and the arrows before I engage in a frontal attack. I have already begun a frontal attack, but not in such a huge scale that I want to do. My plan is to hold his phalanx in position and then with cavalry try to open gaps and attack from behind, because I know it's impossible to win from the front. It's impossible to beat phalanx in the front, especially where your opponent has gold units, royal pikemen, and he's got tons of royal pikemen there. Perhaps 6 in the front line. And now I'm setting all the pillar that I have. The first and second waves of pillar are being thrown right now, and there's 1 reserve unit marching right behind those legionaries. And he wanted me to attack, and I will attack. So here's the engaging units. I had hopes that if I could attack at the right time, I could catch him without a phalanx, but that's too late. In any case, this is just a maneuver to maintain my opponent focused on the main battle lines. And here, yeah, I didn't put them in guard mode, so they're spreading out, and they're actually the legionaries are going through the Sarissus, and it's better to not put in guard mode, especially in a phalanx formation. Only if you want to defend, but I don't want to defend. I'm attacking. Okay, the situation seems a little bit disastrous now. As you can see, my frontal assault is dying. So I'm putting in test to the formation you can see that my men pulled back a little bit to make the formation, and because their shields will be locked up, so Ceresus will not make that damage. But there are some units that are holding right there, and I'm moving my second line of Romans. And meanwhile, the light auxilia are attacking with their spears. And yeah, okay. I sent his unit to maintain that flanked unit, that Royal Pike unit, in position. I don't want him to encircle my army. And as you can see there, I'm sending these 2 units of Praetorians to the flanks. His cavalry is steady, is there right behind those Cretans, as well those Royal Pikemen. Okay, I'm sending both my cavalry units to the flanks, and on the right moment I will unleash the cavalry attack. As you saw that there, I have units routing, but they'll come back. So because the first assault was bad and it ended in a big AV losses. I had AV losses on the first assault. I'm going to stop and I will not engage anymore. I don't want to kill my men. Very well. He's got 2 units on both flanks, and I want to attack those units from the flanks there. Those 2 units, because they're not turned to me to face the cavalry, and I want to attack those that frontal unit, the single line of his, and I'm going to attack that flanking security unit. And I don't expect to beat that unit, but to make the most damage possible. Right here I made a wedge formation, and I'm going right through these guys. They opened a great gap to me. So I'm going to engage there. As I expected, my opponent will unleash his cavalry, but I wanted to attack that unit there. At the same time that I will engage with the infantry, but that didn't result in a good assault. And right there is the companions are blasting my Praetorian cavalry, and I'm sending all my guys there. The units that stopped riding, I will send them there because I see that he's breaking. And those 2 units are my light auxilia, and I think they are capable of holding companions and Royal Pikemen. And I'm going to make a double attack on that unit there with these Praetorian dudes. And I still have 1 cavalry in reserve right there on the right flank, on the right wing. Anyways, he's unleashing his reserves there because he sees my cavalry, and his companions are coming through my line of men. They're causing a rout there, and that's really not good. Anyways, I hoped to that I could beat that cavalry unit there. Those cavalry dudes, I want them, because they're working together, I hope to encircle them and to slaughter them. And right there I tried the same tactic, but that attack failed a little bit. So I turned the first cohort to meet the cavalry threat caused by my opponent. And yeah, that unit on the right, that legionary cohort on the right is holding, and my Praetorians are holding too, and this unit is doing pretty well against those Royal Pikemen. And I'm going to circle his companions, but he unleashed all his Royal Pikemen, not all of them, but the most part of his army, about 80%, and he engaged my first cohort. My first cohort is trapped. The first cohort is facing two opponents, the same army, but two different threats. From the front, they have royal pikemen. From the back, from behind, they are being attacked by those companions. And he's unleashing all his army, everything he's got. And I've got here one Praetorian cavalry in reserve. And I'll send everything I have to the battle. I want to encircle them, and I'm going to engage those men there. Okay, I'm going to begin the slaughter or the death, and I caused a rout that was pretty good due to the situation that I was facing, and I'm sending these legionary cohort dudes. So because of the general died, these guys are routing, and I really don't think that I would have a chance if those guys continue. Well, I think I would have a chance. Some routes would have occurred if they actually stood the ground, but I could have won even if they had stood ground, but didn't fight. In anyways, they fought well, bravely. My legion is decimated completely, and those Macedonians actually did pretty well. So very good game to my opponent. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle on the grassy flatlands. I hope to make more videos in the future if I don't have too much work to do. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle.